Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. In this episode, we're going to be doing some more Nether Portal farming, looking for the King Dumpling to spawn. But there are some encouraging signs. Notably, the last few Nether Portals that we've seen have all fallen into the same pattern of appearing very close to where you enter the map. I'm not prepared to accept that as a complete, conclusion just yet. I want at least 3 more, I think. 2 or 3 more, let's say 3 more, before I start treating it as something that's true, because as of now, it could still all be a coincidence. With each additional, piece of evidence, it reduces that possibility. But for now, we've got to be a little careful about what we assume to be true. There's one other thing that I wanted to do before we get going. I want to go into the options. I want to raise the music volume. Raise the music volume. Let's do it by just 1 tick so far. If necessary, I'll raise it by another tick. The reason I'm doing this is because the last couple episodes I have noticed, and I've even spoken about how good the music is in this game, and in particular, some of the quieter and more ambient soundtracks. I've really been noticing the beauty in them, but that doesn't necessarily always come across in the audio for the recordings. The reason is because I've set the volume levels. I had a decision to make. Okay, like the louder music tracks are fairly loud, and the quieter ones are fairly quiet. So when I'm playing the game in real time, I will often adjust the volume dynamically. It doesn't affect the recording, it just affects what I hear. So when I go into the Gambler's Hive, I know it's a louder track. I bring down the volume a little bit. When I go into, the Frostbite Caverns, quieter area, I'll raise the volume. And there's really no efficient way to do that while recording a Let's Play. I just have to decide on one volume level. And I was like, okay, I think the better solution is for the loud tracks to not be too loud at the expense of the quieter tracks perhaps being a bit too quiet. Having said that, I'll raise it just 1 little tick, just because the quieter tracks are really, really good, and I'm hoping maybe they'll be slightly more audible with this change. However, if it turns out that the loud tracks are too loud, I'll bring the volume back down. We'll see. We will literally play it by ear. Okay. Now, with all that said, it's time to do some switcheroonies. Gotta swap out our party to the full dumpling party. Excuse me, and also, more importantly than, or I guess equally importantly, we need to start, hang on, forces. We're not running our projects, we need to start a pilgrimage. Who are we lowest with? 36 seems to be the lowest. So the first one, we see 36. Yeah, let's do it with Arya Maki. And also, the other thing we need to do is we need to go into our anointments. Disable this one. Enable this one. Luckily, they're right next to each other on the list. And now we are ready to go and do some farming. Gotta bring it all the way down to instability. Should I was gonna say, should I leave it? But I mean, it's not even a great item bonus. you either go all in or you go all out. And I think we are happy just clearing realms very, very quickly. Alright, so this is where we started. And we are already being mobbed by some enemies. Alright. Of course, we'd like to see some Nether portals. I think the location that we spawned in here is a bit awkward because when you basically spawn in a tunnel system with low visibility, it's hard to tell what other things are immediately around you. You kind of have to go out of your way a little bit. Alright. And you gotta grab this. And you know what? You know what? We've also been having some pretty good card farming action going on. Because we, in this party, have completely shut down enemy resurrections. Not just enemy resurrections, but anything that the enemies do that triggers on death. It also affects us, so we wouldn't be resurrecting either, but you know, we're not going to be relying on resurrections. Really. I mean, really. Okay, so it doesn't look like we've gotten any portals so far. No portal close to us. Hey, look at that. Even with our non-existent loot bonus, we found a nether stone. Granted, it was an awful nether stone, but you know what? At least the game tried. Gotta give it some credit, I suppose. Let's just keep going. Anything here? Yeah, and we gotta keep opening chests and picking up, like, interacting with objects for some other long-running achievements. Or chains of achievements, rather. We got one of these guys. And you know what? Since I've already hit my 500, and since there are easy ways to get... Actually, hang on. We might be on a prophecy mission to answer Riddle Dwarf questions, so I shouldn't... I was gonna say I'll try to answer these questions myself instead of cheating, but I'll cheat for this one, and then I'll check whether we have a Riddle Dwarf mission for our prophecies. So summon spiderlings is nature is what I would have said. I don't know if I said that earlier, and you have no reason to believe me now, but that is what I would have picked. Alright. So it looks like there's no nether portal in this realm. I am getting increasingly confident that my hypothesis of them spawning near the entrance is correct. But as I said, let's gather a little bit more data before we change our entire playstyle on the assumption that that's the case. In particular, not only do I want to... You know what? there's enough of the map to explore that we can go ahead and do this. Get some more kills along the way. Keep going. Grab that. Take you. And I guess these King Dumpling farming sessions can also kind of double as card farming sessions. Which kind of lessens the disappointment, you know, if a whole session goes by and we don't get what we were looking for. Random enemy is killed. Ooh, wasn't there a... Oh yeah, there was a mini quest in this realm for... Not sure why this chest showed up. There's a mini quest in this realm for interacting with these orbs. I think. Another S-rank creature. A long passageway with nothing in it. Where's the final orb? Right? There's a purple orb, or have I already gotten it? Or is there no quest reward for getting all of them? Do they each just individually give you something? That might also be the... Where? Creatures dropping chests. And these are creatures we've summoned, so I don't necessarily understand what's going on. Not that I'm opposed to it. Chests are fine. It doesn't look like I'm seeing... You know what, let's not waste too much time. Let's just go on to the next round, but before we do, got a project to hand in. Hellwatcher, now rank S. Now let's check on our bestiary the progress we've made for the whites. You're at E rank, so that's something. We need you to hit D rank before we can do anything. You are still F, so that's not great. So where do we find these guys? I mean, it says the source is the shop, but I've also seen... I know I've seen the Headless White spawn in realms. Maybe it's just the same realms where the other whites spawn. That might be the case. I don't know if I necessarily want to farm those realms specifically. If we get our other white cards in a massive hurry, like if we get all of them in this episode, and then there's no way to get the rest until... Oh my god, I forgot to turn the... I forgot to turn the realm down. Didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, why didn't those guys immediately die? I was like, oh, it's because I didn't turn the realm depth down. It's okay. We'll get our fortune bonus back. We'll get it pretty quickly. Gotta find some potions. In fact, those potions are on these... Well, I was gonna call them bookshelves, but obviously I've not been looking at them carefully. They're most likely shelves of... Okay, torture chamber is torturate. Yeah, I was also gonna check. Do we have a We don't have a Riddle Dwarf mission right now. Yeah, so unless we're on a Riddle Dwarf mission, I think I won't waste time looking up the Riddle Dwarf answers, because it does slow things down, and also we no longer need it for the achievement, and also if we really wanted more tickets to play the Riddle Dwarf games, we could... Hang on. Was that a white type creature? Frostbite, white... holy white, yeah. It was a white type creature. Oh, so we did randomly wind up in one of the realms that we needed to be in. Oh, hey, we're about to get another skin! That's great! This is a follower of Gonfurion skin, which we can give to our Minotaurs. Alright, and now we've got this, but we're not ready to leave the realm just yet. But what we can do is get some of these dudes. Yeah, headless whites are spawning here as well, which is fantastic. Alright. Got some loot from you. Fortunately, the only thing you lose when you forfeit a realm is the bonus to the amount of resources that you get. And we were getting a somewhat lower amount of resources anyway. I thought I was about to get this golem, but no, got into combat with someone else instead. Excuse me. Alright. Already making good progress on our Rune of Prophecies. Alright, come on. Come on. Alright, let's carry on. Oh, that's a chest, which is actually a mimic. Alright, let's carry on. So what have we found so far in this episode? We found one skin, which is always fun, and one low quality nether stone. No nether portals so far. But, you know what, that's okay. It's just about playing the game, trying your best to get, you know, whatever specific thing you're looking for, but also being open to the fact that, you know, maybe you won't get that. Maybe you'll get some other things instead. Alright. We're about ready to call it good. Well, you know what, we're not... We've got things to pick up, though. Like this, like that. And one final room to interact with some project materials in it, so it wasn't a waste. And let's just head on to the next realm. Alright. So once again, we're gonna go until hopefully we see another portal spawn. Oh, I picked the wrong thing. And as I said, if our hypothesis is correct, then the nether portal, when it spawns, will be very quickly seen by us because it'll be close to the entrance. Ooh, one of the new creatures that we bought, and in fact we just gained some knowledge with them as well. It's good to get these new creatures in the rotation because then that's then one more creature whose card we may potentially find. And eventually we can even specifically farm for their card if we've gathered enough knowledge with them. But it all starts with simply unlocking them. All right. Getting through things pretty quickly. Which, of course, is the key behind this entire farming exercise. Getting through things quickly. Alright, might as well get some more whites on the field. And try and do... Here we fucking go. Unfortunately, we don't have space to summon anyone else. And all of these are now redundant. So, let's make a hasty retreat. Are there any big areas to explore? Not really. We'll just... We have to interact with this thing to win the realm, but I can see that there's a treasure and some other things to pick up. We'll try and avoid as many of these as we can. We've already... Yep, already donated. Okay. Yeah. So maybe we will get to the point where we'll have to do something special to get the last two. But let's not pat ourselves on the back just yet, because there are a few more to get. And it can take a while before these cards show up. And I think now we're done. That's... Yeah, I mean, there could be chests. Oh, and you know what, I'll interact with this thing. I think we're ready to just move on. And you know what? This stuff... Oh, we can't leave the realm yet. We have to win the realm first. And let's do some of this action as well. Alright, just to get myself in the habit, I've got to remind myself which objects in which realms are the ones you need to go for to get resources. And this we need to interact with. And let us head first home and then to the next realm. Immediately do another key. Excuse me. Another key forge. And ready to do another realm. Ready to keep going. Again, no portal immediately in sight. We're back in this realm, which means chances are decent getting some knowledge for the types of creatures we're trying to hunt. Chances are high. So hopefully we do run into at least a few of them. Not seeing any so far. Grab you, yoink you. Experience there. Attract. We're now on Roof Stalker Whites. And then... I mean, the rest aren't even on... the other two aren't even on this list. But then we've got two more that are on this list before we might potentially have some difficult decisions to make about how to complete this set. Now, we're not having great luck in terms of getting them to spawn. Alright, let's keep going. Let us keep going. Okay. Okay. We need to complete this realm quest as well. It shall all happen in due time. And we... yeah, let's just saturate this realm as heavily as we can with the specific enemy that we're trying to farm. Alright. So far this episode we've found one skin, a low level nether stone, and one card. So even if nothing else happens, we will be quite happy with our accomplishments. Right, we gotta do this, gotta do that. Gotta go down, gotta go around. Just gotta keep going until we... there we go. Rank S is fun. We don't have any mission right now to do dwarf riddles specifically, so I will... oh, I mean, I know the answer to this. So even, like, if I'm not looking it up, I will still get a lot of them right. But overall, it'll save us time. And the only thing we'll be giving up is a resource that we I don't think we are in desperate need of. That is, tickets to play those games. Alright. Any big areas? A couple. Alright. We'll deal with them. And yeah, I'll even do that. We're not in speed farming mode just yet. We'll go into speed farming mode if we hit the 1 hour mark and nothing has happened, like nothing has shown up. Alright, come on. Let's keep on going. Grab that. Okay, good. And we're almost ready to head out. Alright. And we're running all 5. We're not running all 5 of our projects. So what didn't I do? We need to start a new hunt, which is what I didn't do. So I'll pick one that is likely to go to S rank directly, and Now we are running all 5. Now let's go to a random realm. Once again, we are started off in a tight tunnel system where it's hard to see what's around us. So if there is a portal, it's well, if there is a portal nearby, it's hard to see. Alright, let's carry on. We gotta find fruit trees for this. And we also want to finish the mini quest. Annoying group of enemies because of their start of battle nonsense. But, you know what, it's fine. Let's get some more roof stalker whites. Talk to you. Right. And oh, I think we've already finished the mini quest. Now we just gotta. Fruit trees, do those count? They do count. Okay, good. Angry looking creatures. I think we're about to hit a favor rank in this very episode. Sorry, in this very realm. Especially if we keep getting extra boosts like this. Alright. 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 We hit another favor rank, but I didn't see what we got. Because I was so focused on my party and what they were doing. Alright, let's keep on going. And where are these trees? Sure, I'll take out these enemies. Annoying group of enemies, and for sure, and if it ever gets to the point that we have to farm those salamanders, I will definitely have to equip something that disables their trait. Because otherwise that would just be unbearable. And I'm sure there's something that we could slap on some sort of low-level farming party that can... Man, where are these trees? Have I walked past them, or... Am I losing my mind? Where are these trees? Is there some... Man, what? What the... There's nothing left in this realm, so where are these? I think this realm is... I think this realm might be glitched. I think there might be segments of this realm that haven't spawned in properly, because... Yeah, where are the rest of the trees? A few of them... over... Yeah, they just haven't spawned in properly. Or there are parts of the realm that aren't connected. I've had this glitch happen before. man, what? This fucking sucks. This freaking sucks. And yeah, these plants don't count. So the only thing you really can do in a situation like... We can't even do that, because the moment we get into combat, creatures are gonna instantly die. So we need to... This is a huge problem. Because, you see, we can't even forfeit. Because... So who can we summon that isn't gonna die? And we can't even unequip. Can I? Man, what? Ah, this is such garbage. What the fuck am I gonna do? Alright. How do I... What am I gonna do? What sort of... creature could there be that is going to survive? See, top of the timeline isn't even gonna help. Here we go. Here we go. Vortexes. Avoid damage from spells. Let's summon a group of them and then hope that some of them Hey man, now that I need your bullshit trait to save you, it's not working. Wait, is it... Firestorm? It's definitely a spell, right? Because if you look at battle history... Cast... Yeah, it's a spell. So why... Why isn't that working? Why isn't that working? And that's not something that's happening on death? So... Repelling... this might... stop spell damage. Angelic Void Lord. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. That was such garbage. Such actual garbage. And now, of course, we've got to get our fortune bonus back. How long has this episode been going? 38 minutes, alright. We can get our fortune back quickly. I'm just annoyed that we had to go through this. And I feel like those vortex enemies that we summoned should have dodged at least some of the attacks. So either we've got something that is somehow stopping... Here we go! Once again! Once again! That doesn't look like a dumpling. The legendary Tanukrook. Okay. I managed to survive. I mean... I don't think that was ever really in doubt. But we gotta... Can only be equipped by Tanukrook. And we got a skin. And we got mana to summon it. Okay. So, I'm already happy with that. Okay. What? Oh, you pieces of garbage. You silenced us. You pieces of garbage. So I said we would, before we found this one, I think I had said we were looking for 3 more. 3 more portals, and we'll see where they're spawning. And I am increasingly confident that there is some merit to our hypothesis. Alright. So we did get something cool happen from a Nether Portal. Good job, us. And we're gonna have to go back home. We're gonna have to summon this creature. Dark Seraphim, I'm gonna say life. Okay. I was tempted to say death because it was dark, but I know that Seraphim in general are life. That's not a foolproof thing, because we know that there was a white, like an undead type creature, that is categorized as life. One of the ones that we bought, actually, you know, the holy white. So, you know, it was a risk I took, and so far I'm doing okay answering these questions on my own. Excuse me. Let me just take a bit of a sip of water. But yeah, I am really happy that we got a rare nether stone encounter that I've never seen before. Got a skin out of it as well that only that one creature can equip. He's like a species of creature unto himself. So I wonder if you're scripted to get that skin, because I don't see any other way you could, because you're not fighting that creature normally if it's such a rare encounter. I don't know if you could even summon it at the candle. Maybe you could, maybe you couldn't. But yeah, whatever the case may be, definitely a good bit of fortune for us. And because we found our Nether Portal early, we don't need to extend this video by potentially an extra hour trying to get one to spawn. And so far, the pattern does still hold. Alright. I think it's time for us to head to the next realm. I do want to get my... Well, hang on. We've got to summon this creature first. New. Oh, there are too many new creatures, so let's just do it by name. Excuse me. Excuse me. Where is it? Tanukrook? At this. Okay, I've heard of this one. I've heard of this one. It's a very specific kind of build, but a very interesting one. And in fact, we have encountered this creature before, which is, or like somehow we were given knowledge of its existence, which is why we already have an A rank of knowledge with it. But yeah, let's summon it. Sent to the menagerie. Alright. Alright. Again, eyes peeled, because if there's a portal, it very well might be close to us. Oh, you pieces of garbage. Pieces of fucking garbage. Ah, why? You're actually a mimic, but now you're dead. Okay, what now? All right, all right. All right. All right. I don't know why I've suddenly fallen so silent. Guess there's just not a lot to say at the moment. I mean, other than we just found a card. I mean, that is useless for our build, but good to know. That's the second card we found this episode. So we found 2 cards. One that we were specifically looking for, and one just a bonus one. I call that a pretty good haul for an episode. Hey! Treasure Golem is dead. So let's get some of these Roof Stalker whites onto the field. And let's explore the rest of the area before we come around to the exit. Alright, let's talk to you. Aneltha is Forbidden Depths. Right, so far, pretty solid track record of questions that I'm answering. If I do say so myself, and I am saying so myself because there's nobody else here, but you know, sometimes you just gotta speak up for yourself and let everyone else know how awesome you are. Alright. I think we're about ready to head home, hand in this project, and then go to the next realm. No objections? No objections. Let's go. And we'll go this way. Well, hang on. Just grab that. Grab this. Grab that. This. And we're just about ready. All right. Grab you, grab you, grab you. Turn in a project. Immediately start another training mission. Health. Intelligence is next. What's our prophecies looking like? It's looking fine. It's looking fine. we'll need to kill some creature masters before we can fully hand it in. But let's just go to another realm. Nothing. Wait. Oh, that was an emblem. Sometimes when the game is giving you an emblem, it'll flash it on the screen as though it's like normally it isn't supposed to give a pop-up. Excuse me, my voice is starting to go. Normally it isn't supposed to flash it on the screen in a pop-up window. That's only for the most rare kinds of loot. But sometimes the game will pop it up, and then it'll suddenly like realize, oh no, this isn't supposed to be, and then it'll take it down. But for a brief instance, you'll see it. Oh, hey! We got a special dumpling skin as well. Awesome! Fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. So ordinarily, when I do these farming episodes, I've just been giving them generic titles, like, you know, farming, the King Dumpling grind, Volume 1, Volume 2. But this one, I'm gonna have to give like some sort of special title, just because of the amount of important things that happened in it. We found a couple cards. We found the Tanukrook, then we found this special dumpling. Really, really nice luck in this episode. Yoink you, grab you. I think that's how I'll do it. If we're doing a farming episode and nothing interesting happens, like the only thing that happens is, okay, maybe we found a couple of the cards that we were farming for. Maybe we found one extra card in, you know, random loot. Then I'll give it the generic title. But if something else interesting happens, then you gotta acknowledge it. So even though we're about to end this realm, I'll just summon as many of these guys as I can. And start making our way back. We're pretty close to the exit. I'll go the long way around, that way we'll kill a few more of these guys. In fact, no. I'm just gonna, well, I'll kill a few. Mainly, it was just to have a few things to kill while we're going on the way back. Well, we'll check out what's going on in this room. And we'll kill one more of you. One more group of you. Smash some stuff. Let me just check. Have we donated? We have. Alright. Running? Yeah, we are running 5 projects. So let's do another realm. How long have we been going? Close to an hour. Fortune bonus is at 60. We need to win 2 more realms before it hits 100. So that is going to be our target for this episode. Well, we've immediately won the realm. So that's taken our fortune to 80. We could immediately leave the realm if we wanted to. But let's poke around. Let's take a look around. Ooh, see, had we immediately left, we wouldn't have seen this. Unfortunately, it didn't do anything useful for us. But you know what? It's fine. Alright. Didn't we find another skin this episode? Like the Minotaur skin? Oh, that was this episode. It must have been. Was that? I don't know. You know it's been a good episode when like so many good things have happened that you don't know which good thing happened in this episode and which one didn't. That, I say, is a sign that things have gone well. Alright, we need to get some of these whites on the field. And if we're if we're extra lucky, we'll get their card as well. But no hard feelings if we don't. Alright. Alright. Fantastic. What's going on here? Nothing there. Grab a couple of extra chests. And we can hand in the Keyforge mission. Excellent. Stockpiling keys. Like there's no tomorrow. We're gonna go slightly over an hour because we do have to do one more realm to get our bonus to 100, and I want to get that done. Just for symbolic reasons. Before we start the next episode. This is gonna finish that mini quest. Give us a good amount of favor. And I think now we can start. Well, we'll see what's in here. Cool ringleader. Sounds. I mean, sounds like a very administrative type of position for a ghoul. You wouldn't normally. I mean, I guess ringleader also can imply, you know, like a criminal enterprise. But it still implies to me that there's some sort of ghoul bureaucracy, which I don't know. The thought of that was just something that I found amusing in the moment, so I just figured I'd share that with you. Alright, final realm of the day. What's it gonna be? Temple of Lies, alright. And we gotta collect gems. That's these things? No, that's these things. All right. right. And we've already gotten our 100 fortune. So we're done with that. We're just walking around this realm, picking up other little objects of interest. And of course, let us summon some whites to kill as we go along. Let's go. Oh, a dumpling. Oh no, maybe we didn't get the Minotaur skin this episode. We got the special dumpling skin from, might have been this same zone, possibly. Yeah, that was another lovely little happenstance. Alright, if we're really lucky, no. Don't want to be greedy. Gotta be happy with what we have. And I think we're just ready to head home, I think. I think so. Okay. And you know what? We'll clear out the last few enemies because we are already resigned to the fact that this is our last run for the session. So might as well just do a bit of a walk around. I mean, there's large sections of the map we haven't seen, so always the chance that we'll find something else. Alright. And deal with you. And go here. No enemies left, and no point summoning anybody else. Just quickly check this. Of course, it's good. Where is the exit? Right there. Alright. Let's head home, and then we can call it good. Alright. Before we end off, let's just take a look at some of our accomplishments in this realm. As usual. Wait, what is knowledge is power? It might be for getting certain numbers of creatures to rank S. Because it happened right after we took something to rank S. So that's a nice achievement. We also got an achievement for being favored by Tauren. And those achievements are just going to be slowly getting accumulated as we go through. Also want to take a look at you're still E, you're still F. You're still E, you're still F. Okay. That's fine. We'll get to them when we get to them. Alright, that is gonna be all for this episode. Let's recap what we did. We did some farming to try and get nether portals to spawn. We did see one of them spawn, and it did spawn close to the entrance. So far, and we didn't see any of them spawn away from the entrance. So far the pattern still holds. But like I said, I'm gonna need a bit more evidence before I'm comfortable treating it as true. Other than that, we had some other important things happen. We found a rare nether portal encounter in that one nether portal that we did find to get a creature that I think you can only get through that encounter. And we straight away summoned it. It was the... if I sort by... I guess by level, by name... this dude here, who is a nature creature, and as I suspected, he is a species unto himself. His species is the same name as his actual name. So we have this guy, and I'm sure there are all kinds of cool builds that you can build around this creature. And maybe we'll try that at some future time. But for now, we have our own sort of functional builds that are getting us through the game. So we'll stick with those for a while, at least until some of the difficult things in the game are behind us. But yes, that was one thing we did. We also got a dumpling skin. Here are the dumpling skins we found so far. We found the extra helping skin. That looks kind of gross, but also kind of cool. And I think we found something else earlier, didn't we? Soft serve? No. Rock candy? I do know that in maybe it was this one. In one of in a recent episode, we found another one of these dumpling skins. Ooh, this looks awesome. Oh, I almost want to bring an F3 into my party just to have this. Yeah, there's some amazing skins. But yeah, we found that. We also found, along with the Tanukrook, a skin for it. We also found one white card when we from our farming for white cards, and we found I think a Pillwiz card just randomly from fighting a group of creatures. So a whole bunch of cool things happened this episode, and I am happy with it. Even though we didn't find the King Dumpling. But you know what? We always knew this was going to be a long-term project, and we are in it for the long haul. But anyway, that is going to be all for this episode. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.